Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. As some of you know, I write a newsletter by that title where I share a daily dose of what I've called RASHMI, or Real, Authentic, Sustainable Human Multimodal Intelligence. It is inspired by a daily dose of wisdom that I get from Sadhguru on the Miracle of Mind app. Uh, that's how I start my day, and then I reflect on that insight and give it a real wisdom artificial intelligence spin. So, with that, today, October 14th, the dose of insight from Sadhguru reads: if you value your life, should you not try to understand the source of life? So, as I reflect on that, we have actually been in modern civilization on a quest for knowledge. We started off with trying to understand the physical reality of life. And in the process, we've built lots of tools and made our physical life reasonably comfortable. And when we got to a stage where we got machines which outperformed us in terms of the physical prowess, we moved to trying to understand the domain of intelligence, or the domain of how our minds and brains work. Artificial intelligence represents the pinnacle of that. We have actually built something that is brilliant. It is able to mimic how our brain works using neural networks. And it is an amazing invention. So now that we are supposedly at the precipice of AGI, or super intelligence, once we get there, do you think our quest for knowing more is going to stop? It is kind of a rhetorical question. The answer is obviously no. So what comes next? And that is where Bhagavad Gita offers a clue. It defines 5 layers of consciousness, starting from Annamaya all the way to Anandamaya. Annamaya is effectively the search of food and survival, security, and Anandamaya is a state of bliss. If you look at the 5 levels of consciousness, where we predominantly sit these days is the middle level, level 3, which is Manomaya. It is the consciousness defined by our mental chatter. That is actually the state where AI resides as well, predominantly controlled by a mind. In this case, we have extended the mind to be a disembodied mind that is outside of our body. It can never really go past that stage because there is nothing beyond the mind. However, for us, we can absolutely go past that stage, and that is where the next level of consciousness, which is called Vigyan Maya, and that Bhagavad Gita also defines that as wisdom, and that is what I have been calling as Rashmi in this series, comes. And then eventually we get to Anand Maya, the blissful state of existence. So with that reflection, as I turned from Sadhguru's insight to real wisdom, artificial intelligence based insight, today's dose of Rashmi goes: wisdom is guiding your intelligence from the turmoils on the surface of life to understanding the stillness that is the source of our lives. And that is the journey from intelligence to consciousness. The surface, if we try to stay afloat on that surface and stay within our mental chatter, it actually feels very tumultuous and it is hard. However, if we decide to dive deeper within, that's where the true stillness resides, and that is the journey from intelligence to consciousness. Thank you.